Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with one of the world's most beautiful melodies. And I really mean it. Of course, I always mean it. I wouldn't kid you. Never. I'm talking about the finale of the Ballet Crossroads by Joly Braga Santos, the Portuguese composer, who seems to be gaining a little bit of traction these days. Maybe because I say so, because I play him all the time. I don't know. The actual Portuguese name for this ballet is Encruzilhadas. Crossroads. It's a short little ballet, barely 17 minutes long in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little movements, and it's delicious. One of the cool things about Braga Santos as a composer, or just Santos, or whatever you want to call him, is that his style evolved very, very quickly and over a very limited number of works. And it really evolved. It went from sort of Frankian, neoclassical, romantic sort of stuff to a Vaughan Williams / Respighi modal period, to a slightly more dissonant and rugged kind of Honegger sort of, I don't know what to say, acerbic style, to complete avant-garde brouhaha, and finally a synthesis of all of those. And you can hear it in distinctive works. So we're going to be covering a lot of his music because it's really fun to do, and there aren't so many of them that it's bewildering. You just hear this progression from piece to piece to piece. Now, the Ballet Crossroads is in the middle. It's between his Vaughan Williams-y Respighi modal period and his more rugged, Honeggerish, acerbic period, but not quite the avant-garde period. I don't know, is there a date on this thing? There may be. Maybe there is. No, it's not here. But I think it was like the late 50s, somewhere around there when he wrote it. And it's just wonderful. And it does have an amazing fund of incredibly arresting melody embedded in a somewhat more gnarly surrounding. And gnarly, I mean, it's not difficult to listen to. It's not off-putting in any way. But you'll hear what I mean, because the final dance, the general dance, is that what it's called? Yes, it's a general dance. They're dancing generally all over the place. In Lisbon, where else are you going to generally dance? And the dance consists of alternations between what you might call motoric dance-like rhythmic music, which is in the newer style, and the most beautiful tune in the world, which, thank God, we get to hear 4 times, 2 pairs repeated, and it is so lovely. And what makes it so wonderful, of course, is its context within its more rugged terrain, number one, and number two, the fact that you always want to hear it again. I think a lot of the beauty in some of these pieces and some of these melodies is the fact that they have a certain evanescence. He doesn't work them to death. You hear it and you're just transported by how gorgeous it is, and then it's gone, leaving you wanting more. But of course, the end is really exciting, and there's a good whack on the tam-tam, and there's nothing not to love. So in this performance, we have the Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra under Alvaro Casuto. And boy, is this a beautiful work. It's coupled, by the way, with the extremely beautiful Second Symphony, which is straight out of the Vaughan Williams-y period. I already did a video on the Braga Santos Third Symphony, which I urge you to have a look at if you can, because that is really, really something special as well. But now, as the most beautiful melody in the world, you'll know it when it gets here, when it arrives. You can't miss it. Here is the general dance from the Ballet Crossroads, Encruzilhadas. worth the price of admission, isn't it? This is on Marco Polo, by the way. And I don't know if it's moved to Naxos yet or it's still stayed on Marco Polo, but it's just a wonderful series of his music. And as I said, after this, I think we'll probably take on the Fifth Symphony, because that's the one where all hell breaks loose, but in the best possible way. Until then, keep on listening, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.